Foreword. I began this storyline over a decade ago. Maybe even a longer time back than that. Anyhow, it has been a quite long time for this piece to move forward, and today it is. From my point of view, there was a significant gap between this current plot and the original story, which I still have saved. I haven't been actively planning on this story though, as I'm someone who writes intensely in periods and then takes long breaks. Therefore, I can't say that I'm a diligent writer. It's better to say that I'm an avid reader. I just love reading in music, a bit too much instead of writing my own book. For this story, I went full growth period from beginner Fujoshi to HC fan, and that's how it's been past 10 or so years, a modest evaluation. And this is a kind warning from me to you, I am rotten to the core and a real Fujoshi. There isn't any type of BL that I haven't dipped my finger in, while I still prefer my manga over the 3D platform. But as said, I've done a lot, and doodling with 3D design isn't new to me. I admit I started my travels in writing with a clear story in my mind. My biggest influencer was Maki Murakami's Gravitation. It got me to write the first version of this book. After that, I've read 1,000 or more BL mangas, novels, and anime. To say that my ideas have changed during these years isn't a lie. Now my attention is on Omegaverse and Guideverse stories, which helped me grasp what I was missing when writing the first version of the book. At the beginning, the book was a story about Jay and Kit, but now we have another couple, Matt and George, presented. The focus has also changed to a fantasy world instead of the real world, as I felt I'm not good with reality-based stories. Though my favorite writers are too high for me to reach, I'm still going on with my storyline. And, before I forget, the name for the book was picked after a moment of inspiration. I went with the Kite the dragon as I liked the sound of it. That is my way of doing things. I pick the names by the sound of them. Though, I noticed later on that this is also the year of the dragon in the Chinese calendar, but there is no connection to this, I think. At least when deciding the name, there was no other meaning for it. I am also now aware of the other indications of the term kiting, but I still like the name, so keeping it. All the names, characters, and places are made by me, but there are plenty of connections to other novels, games, movies, music, anime, and manga that make up part of my story, as everything in this world is connected to other dimensions and universes. I just took the influences without trying to hide them or claim to be the original creator of this all. Well, I did make the soup, but the ingredients were already there as part of our own reality. So, that connects my writing to a long list of other stories and worlds. This is enough from me. I hope to bring some warmth to hearts of the readers and happy moments to stay with my book. Thank you. Chris, Fujoshi's Daily Life WordPress. XXX. P.S. Fujoshi's Daily Life is my WordPress account. I use the pen name when publishing this story. I may use also aliases, e.g. Kite the dragon /Chris, for other account names, but that is usually due to the sites that make me take up some other profiles to stay on them. All to get a little more audience.